Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Ball. Shows him the stiff arm. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Draw play, quarterback keeps up. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. He might want another play. On third down, going up top. He uncorks a bullet to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Gators send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll run this play from the pistol. To throw, it's Stockton. A little release to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's ball. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, in two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. Sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
Got a man. It's Branch. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Got a little room. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy...
The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback moving. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the catch at the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Buys a little time. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The first play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trying play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll try the run. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
To the air, it's Stockton. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Took a shot as he threw.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They boot it away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish.
14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And that one did not work. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good on the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going up top again. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's looking into the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back. I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion, but he's just been off over and over again in this game.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw at Stockton. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. To the air on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down mark. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Close to the marker, it's Wilson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.